Welcome to the Real Estate Fight Club, a podcast for agents where you'll witness a battle of opinions about topics affecting your real estate business. Now, always in your corner, here are your hosts, Jenn Mertland and Monica Weekly.
Hey guys, it's Monica here. I am so excited to introduce you to Real Estate Fight Club's newest partnership, Cyberbacker. Cyberbacker is the best in the business for virtual assistants. How do I know this? Because I am a Cyberbacker customer and I love this company. I have my favorite, Frances. She is my Cyberbacker, been with me for over a year. She's amazing. She makes me better. She's eager to help. She's on time. She's disciplined. She's awesome. And this company, Cyberbacker, has figured out the system from the interviewing process to find out what I need, to the interviewing process to interview several Cyberbackers, to the onboarding process, to the training process. Very buttoned up, very awesome. You and I both know it's time for you to leverage. It's time for you to take that step, and Cyberbacker is a really safe, awesome solution. Make sure to mention Fight Club and you will be getting a free gift. All right, do it. Make the call. See ya. Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Fight Club. What's up, Jenn Mertland?
What's up, Monica?
How are we doing today?
Great. Just got back from Spain.
Nice. Did you have a blast?
Obviously.
Obviously.
Are you surprised that I'm back?
Yes. Every time you go away, I'm surprised you come back.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that lose that bet.
Yeah, I bet. Exactly.
Maybe next time.
Can you give us, should we do this episode in Spanish?
All right.
Sí, señorita.
Un cerveza, por favor.
El baño? Is that right?
Like, yeah, I guess.
The bathroom?
Are you asking the bath? Yeah, like what? Here? No.
I don't know. Like, is there one?
Like, anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe next one.
I'm feeling really strong and powerful today. I'm feeling really.
Is that supposed to scare me?
Yep.
Is this like your entry walk-on song?
Yeah.
I'm not scared of you.
Yeah, I've got my silk robe with my name across the back.
Yeah, you do. Get it. Get it.
Yeah, that's right. I've actually been eating really well, and it is shocking how much that changes your energy, your demeanor, the way you sleep. Like, God, I mean, why do we know these things and then we don't do them?
Because we are just jacked up.
We're just humans, I guess.
Well, that's good. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Feels good. Feels good. All right.
You look great.
It's only been a couple days.
Oh. You always look great.
But it really does turn around that fast. That's what's kind of crazy, you know?
Yeah, right.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Real Estate Fight Club. We love that you tune in every week. We truly appreciate you. And
we're going to beat you up today, though.
I want to ask you guys, have you subscribed to this? Have you subscribed to our podcast?
If not, we're unsubscribing from you.
No, we would never do that, Jen. We don't play games like that.
Never mind.
We just want them to subscribe.
Okay.
All right, guys. Today, Jen and I are going to duke it out over this topic. Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. What are the main things you are doing that are hurting your business? You probably might not even be aware that they're actually hurting your business.
There's only one answer to this question.
Oh, I know what you're going to say. This is how much I know you. You're not lead generating.
Oh my God, that is exactly what I was going to say. Well, I was going to say lead generating consistently, which almost feels like two, but you're not lead generating, period, which so I can narrow it down.
Consistently is the bonus aspect.
My eyes twitching.
Yeah. It's just that simple, right? If only we could, it's just like eating well. We get it, but why don't we do it?
Oh, you're right. It is like that.
We get it. We know that lead generating gives us money.
So do it.
So do it. But why?
Have you seen that show on Apple TV? It's called Severed.
Is that the one in the like crazy land? Like, maybe not.
Maybe. No. I think
Severance.
you might be Severance.
Severance.
Yes.
Yes, I have seen it. Yes, it's weird.
So if you don't know that it's the show about like something bad happened to these people in their life. And so what they wanted to do was separate their brain. And so there's this procedure that separates their brain. So when they're at home, they don't know anything about work. And when they're at work, they don't know anything about their home life. So they're the same person, like they are them still, but they're living this weird double life, and everybody around them knows that they live this weird double life. It's so weird. Anyway, what I was thinking, could we do that for lead generation and eating right?
Could we sever our brain?
Is there something in our brain that's physical that we could take out to make us lead generate and eat right?
Let's do it.
Listen, if I had to pick one, I say lead generation. Who cares about eating right? Is ranch on that list of eating right? Because if ranch isn't on it, I'm not doing it.
Ranch is not on the list.
I'm out.
Maybe a little dash of it, but not a whole trough of it.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, do you disagree with me about lead generation consistently is the number one and only thing that should you get this one thing right, you're gold?
I think as an umbrella statement, it is 100% the only thing. I mean, there are other things agents do to sort of self-sabotage, but it is the thing that if you figured out what you wanted to do, what you would do, I think the problem is everybody thinks it's got to look like how you do it.
It doesn't.
It doesn't, right? But people are like, when they think of lead gen, they think
my eyes twitching again.
I know.
No, it doesn't. And nobody ever said it had to. We actually actively say it doesn't have to. There's 1,000 ways to be successful.
Where's it coming from, people? We want to hear from you guys. Why do you think that lead gen has to be some torturous thing? Jen, she likes to lead gen. It's not torturous. I
only like to lead gen the way that I do it. I don't like to generate leads how you do it. That makes me want to.
Well, thankfully, you have Alan doing it the way I do it. And
well, what are the other things that you're thinking of? Because I have blinders on. That's the only thing I can see.
This is sort of inside of that a little bit, but the number one thing, I think the easiest thing that agents are doing that are hurting their business is that they are secret agents, that they do not fly their real estate flag on a regular basis. They don't do it. We
should have our own flag.
They do. We can have our own flag.
Capital R.
Here's what most agents think, and I can speak for most agents because I've had conversation after conversation after conversation about this, and it's, I don't want to be that agent. I don't want to be that agent that's always, I don't want to get unfriended because I'm always talking about real estate. Here's the freaking thing. People love what we do.
Love it.
They love it.
And they feel like it's so glamorized.
Yes, they would pay money for your MLS freaking access. I'm telling you,
that's a business idea.
Rent that shit out. People love what we do. They love what we see. They love what the tools we have. They love, all of it. And you're afraid that if you post once a week that they're going to get, or once a day, even, that they're going to get sick of you. And first of all, if you post about them giving you things, then yes, they're going to get sick of that. You can't be asking for business. That's not the point. But you can come from contribution, right? You can give information. I always say inform, educate, demonstrate, and entertain. Inform, educate, demonstrate, entertain. Let those be your 4 pillars of what you do on Facebook every single day. So that's my big one, because it's such.
I'm going to add a heckle. Inform, educate, demonstrate, entertain, and heckle.
Heckle. Isn't heckling entertaining at some level?
I think so for some people.
Still falls under that. I just think it's low-hanging fruit. Now, you cannot just post about real estate and think that's magically going to give you business. It has to go with the lead gen of whatever sort that's going. But your people don't freaking know what you do. They forget about you.
Yeah. I want to add, I did actually, my blinders came off. Thank you. You unveiled me. The other thing that you are doing that you need to stop it immediately is thinking that you have to do everything.
Yes.
Oh my God. It makes me fucking crazy.
Right. Just because you think you do it best, actually, it's not true.
And it's wrong. Yeah, you're
don't
wrong.
do it best. Yeah. Oh,
I've dealt with you.
my
And you
transaction coordinator, the best. I'm the best transaction coordinator. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Not
You're
if you're
really
a good
not.
salesperson.
Huh?
Not if you're the face of the business.
Right.
Not your highest use of your time, dollar wise, is to be out talking to people, not behind the paperwork.
Exactly. And we have resources too. If you're not sure how much you make per hour when you are doing the things that you know to be doing, reach out. We
Yep.
will help you calculate that. We have
Yep.
resources. On average, this is even in our state where we have like our average sale price is like $4. It's still like $300 an hour. And
For
if
a
you're
really-
doing shit that's
Yep.
less than $300 an hour, you are doing the wrong shit. And all you're doing is pretending you're a perfectionist, avoiding doing the work.
And if your transaction,
You're not a perfectionist. I've seen your car. Not you.
No.
This person knows who I'm talking to.
If you are hiring a transaction coordinator, for instance, for $300, let's say that's, for easy math, 10 hours of work.
Yeah.
That's a $30 an hour job that you're
is
doing
worth
in
it.
place of $300 work.
Mm-hmm.
This is
This
shocking.
is called return on investment.
That's right. And you have to stop thinking from scarcity. Oh, I don't have $300. No, but see, that's going to hold you in place. That's
Yes.
going to hold you exactly where you are, and you are never going to achieve what you want. You're never going to make more money. You're never going to get there, guys. You have to take the leap. You have to start behaving like the person you want to be. And the person you want to be with the business that you want does not do admin work.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
They
I
wanna
thought
feel
of
busy.
something.
You want to feel busy though. So we're like,
Yeah. Well, it's pretending, right? Like perfectionism in thinking you have in like trying to be like that and thinking you have to control everything. It's a mask for not feeling like you earned your commission, not feeling like you're good enough to run this business. It's a low self-esteem issue. So let's look, you're great. Like, do you think you're the best? Remember when I asked this when we were teaching? And I was like, do you think you're the best real estate agent like in the world? And one person raised their hand.
I know. It's so sad.
Listen, you are the best. You are the best real estate agent in the world.
Especially for your sphere and your past clients, because you care. You freaking care.
Right. Let's do you have anything else they need to stop? Because I want to end on like a high note because I felt like, God, I'm turning into you. Ew.
What does that mean? You're turning into me.
I want to say something nice.
Oh, you mean, okay. I thought you meant you had been acting like me. I'm like, no, you've been.
No, I've been acting like me, but
Okay,
I'm going to
say something
transition
nice.
to
Let's
you.
go. Yeah, let's do it.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Well, why don't we take a quick break and then I'll say something nice to you.
Oh,
Teaser, a little teaser.
I like it. And wait, before we go on break, though, we're looking for some more partners, aren't we?
We are. Yes.
Okay.
So if you want to partner with us and we can help you grow your business, get you that time freedom, that money freedom that you're looking for without giving up a single penny or paying us a commission or a fee.
No, it's not your traditional team.
Not your
We want your money. We don't want your money.
We don't want your money.
We want to help
We want to
you.
help you.
That's right.
Yes. So give us a call or text 513-400-1691. It is actually, I'm trying to coin the phrase Teams 2.0. The old way of running the team is terrible. And I actually just taught a class for Pipeline Pro Tools on this yesterday.
Nice.
Because it doesn't work. The old way does not work. It is time for the new way.
Yay. All right.
Let's
hear
check out our partners. And when we return, I'll say something nice to you. You want to come back for that?
Everybody better stick around.
I might have forgot it already. Let me think.
Welcome back to the battle inside of the ring. Hold on. Sharon, let me do that again. Welcome back. What is
happening?
Hold on, Sharon. Welcome back. Let's get back to the battle inside the ring. We're not really battling each other, but we're battling
the perception.
Stereotypes or something.
Yes.
I don't know. We're battling
we're fighting for your life.
Battling for your life. All right. What were you going to say? You were going to say something nice. We all want to hear that.
Well, I forgot it, but then I remember.
Okay. What is it?
Here's what I know about you, the listener. There is one thing that you do well, and that is you're a growth-minded person and you're looking to learn. That's why you listen to podcasts like ours, and I'm sure you listen to other podcasts and read books. And I want to plus that and say, that's awesome. Kudos to you. But look at who you're surrounding yourself with. This is something your parents used to tell you. The 5 people that you surround yourself with, you are the average of them. If you look around and that average is lower than what you want to be, you got to get new people.
You got to get out.
Not like you can't be friends with them, but you got to get new people.
Yeah.
Check your environment.
So true. Well, that was very nice. And I agree with you.
It was like nice and mean and nice again. A nice sandwich.
Our listeners are amazing. And we know you have it in you. It's just, you got to connect the dots to your why and just understand. I had a coach that had a phrase about sort of the toughness of being in pursuit of something. And he says it's the nowhere between two somewheres. Nowhere between two somewheres. And I really like that, because in that nowhere is where we flounder. It's where we panic.
You want to go back to comfort.
Self-doubt. Right. But if you remember that the old is gone, you left it. It's like a trapeze. You swung from one trapeze, you're going to the other one, you're in the air. If you pause for a minute, you'd be like, holy shit, what is happening? I am in this air and I'm not holding on to anything. But you can't go back.
You can't. It's impossible to swing backwards like that.
You gotta focus on where you're going. So you are maybe in the nowhere between two somewheres, and that's okay. But don't stand still. Don't live your life in the nowhere, right? Don't always.
In the upside down.
I mean, you can do that if you want. I guess that makes it interesting. But hey, I have one more thing that I think agents do that is hurting their business. We talked about lead gen. Obviously, that's the big one. I think if we had one thing to say, it would be that. And then
so
I brought up
I win.
You win there. It is the number one thing. And then, of course, it's flying your real estate flag and letting people know what you do from a contribution standpoint. But the other thing I see that happens a lot is that agents are taking overpriced listings now. Okay. It's already happening in this shift. And they're taking the listing appointment for too long. And so what I mean by that is you have a business reputation to protect. And when you take high price listings, it hurts your reputation. It is not helping you, and it is for sure as shit not helping the client.
Right.
And
all the neighbors think you're dumb.
Well, that's what happens is the neighborhood drives by your sign for the first 15 days and is like, oh, hey, looks like Jenn Mertlin's going to get that sale. Good for Jenn. Awesome. She's going to sell that house. And then up and down, in and out 7 times a day. And then, day 15 to 30, they're like, I wonder if Jenn's going to be able to get that done.
Right.
And then day 30, 60, 90, it's like, Jenn is the worst real estate.
I don't want to be the example of this.
That shit is never going to fly. And I'm never hiring Jenn. Your sign sitting in a yard for too long is a giant red flag that you suck.
Well, and actually when I'm prospecting and people say something like, well, I always see so-and-so's sign, I'll lean in, I'll be like, can I tell you a secret? The sign in the yard means it hasn't sold. Do you want to sell your house?
That's right. I love that.
Like,
that's a great.
You can always see their little, they're like, oh shit, that's right.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Right. And you taking an overpriced listing is malpractice. It is our version of malpractice. If you absolutely know that is not the price and you're projecting that it is, that's our version of malpractice. So quit it.
But if they really push it, you can get a price improvement signed at that appointment at the same time. Do not wait, because they will never sign it.
They will never sign it, and do it quickly. 7 to 10 days. You should know by then, because the active buyers will have gotten in to see it. The ones that should buy this house will see it in the first 7 days. Easy.
Get it.
And that hasn't changed, actually. That's been a rule.
That never changes.
I've been selling. Yeah, exactly. So I think that whole idea of we get so hungry for a listing and anybody wants to sell our house. Yeah, yes, I'm in. it's just not fair to your business. If you're going to be in this for a while, then you got to protect your brand. You own a storefront, and you wouldn't put an overpriced, ridiculous thing in the window that everybody would walk by and be like, what in the hell is going on in there?
Not to mention what it does for your psyche. I mean, there's nothing that takes up more space than feeling bad about yourself.
Right.
And when it takes up all that space, there's no room for anything good to happen.
I agree. And the reason I believe you're taking an overpriced listing is because you aren't comfortable selling your knowledge. We have to explain to the sellers why the price is wrong, A, and B, why that will actually hurt them.
Right.
That you're actually looking out for them. And when you get confident in that conversation, now you are a valuable asset to them. Now you are getting referrals. Now you are not taking overpriced listings. And if they don't want to deal with you, then walk right now, because it ain't going to get any better.
No, hell no. This is like dating. That first is their best behavior. And if it is not good enough, if it's not up to standards, do not go on a second date.
That is exactly right.
Well, so if people want to better understand our process of how we list houses and take listings that are like priced correctly and how to have that conversation, they can definitely reach out. Same number, text or call 513-400-1691 or our socials.
Yeah, go see us on all the things. Insta, Twitter.
No, we're not on Twitter.
I mean, Insta, Facebook, LinkedIn. No, you're on
TikTok.
TikTok.
YouTube.
That's what I meant when I said Twitter. I meant TikTok.
Oh my God. The social media princess. You're more like a Facebook princess.
I'm Facebook all the way. Actually, I'm diving into LinkedIn. I think it is.
I love LinkedIn.
I'm really, I'm feeling it.
Well, stay tuned also for our tiebreaker. She's got a lot of great things to say. You will definitely get some nuggets.
Sweet. I'll be tuning in.
All right. Bye, Monica.
See you next time.
I am here with our tiebreaker, fellow podcaster, Nicole Ward. Hello, Nicole.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm glad you could join us today. So just so people know who you are a real estate agent in Northeast Ohio. Your podcast is called Confessions of a Wife, Mom, and Realtor. That's a great name.
Thank you. Thank you. It's definitely a specific group of people that listen to that show.
Yeah. And a large group of people, you know?
Probably, yes.
I feel like women that are wives and moms are uniquely qualified to be real estate agents.
I'd say so. We are the queens of multitasking.
Right.
And real estate's all about multitasking.
Exactly. And emotional situations is really more what I was thinking. So you and your husband are the original Fight Club because you're married and you run your real estate business together.
Absolutely.
Yes. And you teach a lot of CE courses too about growing your business, time management. So you are just all around perfect for this tiebreaker. Not really a tiebreaker, but your opinion, I guess. So what are agents doing that is actually hurting their business? Give us like your top, what do you want to give us? Your top two?
Top two. I have two things that come to mind that I think are incredibly damaging if you don't do them to your business, and incredibly helpful and will grow your business times 10xing them if you do them. So the very first thing I'm going to say is they're not consistent. They don't do everything that they do consistently.
Louder for the people in the back.
It's so true. I mean, the realtors have this problem.
They're consistent. Actually, wait, I'm going to disagree because they are consistent in avoiding the thing that they need to do.
That's a good point. So consistent in the correct activities.
Right. Exactly.
Consistent in the correct activities. People are not being consistent. And realtors have this big problem. I call it shiny squirrel syndrome.
Yeah.
Where they see something, they're like, oh, I need to do that. And then something else. Oh, I need to do that. And the next thing you know, they're trying to do 15, 20, 30 things or lead generating activities, because 90% of our business is lead generating activities. And they just keep implementing and shifting, and they're never consistent with one thing, or they just stop completely for months, weeks, days at a time. So
years.
Number one thing.
Consistently lead generate. So describe for us what that looks like for you.
Well, we have so many facets to that. I would say we have a great CRM system, and before Dan joined me in the industry, most of my business and what I was consistent with and how I grew my business was very much sphere and referral based, with open houses added into that. So that's a very much cold lead way of growing your business. But a lot of those people that I met my first couple of years doing open houses have become part of my sphere and grown my referral
And
business.
I think what you're making a good point, because I always say you only really need two ways to generate business. One is how you talk to people that you know, which you generate, and how do you meet new people? So for you, it was open houses. And like, that's it. Get those things done consistently. Consistently. Okay, that's so good. So I just have a question though. Everybody knows you have to be consistent in generating leads, right? Like everybody knows that. But like, oh, it's hard. How?
It's not hard. It's simple. It's really freaking simple. Am I allowed to swear?
Oh yeah, we have an explicit advisory.
Okay. It's really fucking simple.
It's not simple, Nicole. Why? You make it sound so easy. Why?
Okay. So here's the next part. Here's number 2 of why people are damaging their businesses. It ties right into this. They are not in control in managing their time. And so days, weeks, hours, they don't have I call it calendar management, but they're not in charge of it. So they don't come in, they don't sit down, they don't do it. That's the simplicity of it, is they don't take action. They don't do it. They know they need to. I can't tell you how many times I've heard someone say, yeah, I need to do that. Yeah, I need to do that. Yeah, no shit. So you need to do it. Do it.
But there's always things that, right? Like somebody always needs something or whatever.
Time blocking, calendar management rolls right into being able to be consistent with your business. And lead gen isn't all about cold calling, sending out mailers, stuff like that. Most of it is going to be follow up with the people. You have to touch people. I think the average is 8 to 12 times before they become a client.
I think it's high. Yeah, it's like high.
It's up there. And so people, the average, I actually read this statistically. I think it was on NAR page, but the average agent follows up 1 to 3 times and then they drop it. Yeah. I mean, so if you are in charge of your calendar and your time blocking, you're scheduling your flex time into your calendar. And flex time is super important because when you schedule appointments, if you have flex time scheduled into your calendar, if something else comes up, you shift it with your flex time. You use your flex time for that appointment, and then you've got more time.
How much flex time are you scheduling in a day?
I mean, a couple hours every single day. I have flex time.
Yeah, right. A couple of hours in the day, because people like, oh my God, you're exactly right. They'll try to do their schedule and it'll be like back to back to back to back to back. That shit never works.
Never. It never works. And most people schedule appointments, but they don't schedule in prep time for those appointments. You can't just schedule a listing appointment from 2 to 4 or 2 to 3:30 and not schedule an hour of prep time for that listing appointment to gather the information, drive time, everything. Yes.
Now,
so you have to schedule.
Nicole on. She's the best. Yes.
This is what I teach CE on. I'm actually teaching a 60-minute crash course in time management this Tuesday. And this is exactly what we're going to talk about: consistency and time management. If you don't do these things, you are damaging your business.
Yes. Oh my God. So how do we find out more information about your CE courses? If we have a referral for you in Northeast Ohio, if we want to listen to your podcast, like where do we go to get in your world?
It's a good one. So I could throw out my phone number and email and all of that. So if you want information on my podcast, you want information on, I'm also a real estate coach. I didn't mention that. Coaching, podcasting, all of that.
I bet you're a mean coach. Are you a mean coach?
One of my clients tells me that I'm a tough love coach, because I'm going to say it how it is. I'm going to tell you what you need to do. And if you don't do it, that's on you. And I also help people discover what they need to do, because I don't have the secret sauce for everybody. Everybody has their own. But it's helping them get there that's important. So if people want to reach out to me, they can look me up on Facebook at Realtor Mom Masterclass, or my team, my real estate team, at the Key Group Ohio. And obviously our website, we also offer TC services, video editing services, all that stuff. And that's thekeygroupohio.com.
That's awesome. I really appreciate you being on. Thanks.
You. So excited.
Bye.
What we need right now is a source for great leads. And I found it. It is called Pipeline Pro Tools. So About 90 days ago, I booked a demo with them. And in that demo, we reverse engineered my business. We figured out how many leads we needed to get in order to get to the closings that we want. And they gave me a playbook to use in order to get that. So I've been using it for 90 days. We've gotten 12 qualified leads, and about half of them are already under contract or closed, which is great. And it is right now my number one source for my best leads that I'm getting. I love this thing. I'm about to ramp up the number of leads that I get with them as well. So, and you might think it's expensive, and it's not. So I was looking for something that's very inexpensive, like affordable to everyone, but also generated great leads. We don't want crap leads. So what you do in order to get this, because I called them and I wanted to partner with them because I was like, this is exactly what our audience has been looking for. So they set up something specific just for us, just for Fight Club listeners. So you would go to pipelineprotools.com/Fight Club. And then you go to the demo, and the demo will show you how many leads you need in order to get the number of closings that you want to get. And then they will give you the playbook that I'm using, my number one playbook for getting leads. And then you can use it too, and we can have happy closings. So go to pipelineprotools.com/Fight Club, book and go to the demo and get all the leads. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a podcast.